Hey everybody, welcome to our podcast. Today, you are listening to Off the Grid podcast, by the way.
Yep, this is our third one. Last week we talked about, what was it that we talked about, Jared?
World War II, and we talked about the Battle of Peleliu. Thank you for everyone who is watching it right now, or, has watched it, the whole thing. Great.
On YouTube, and thank you for listening to it on SoundCloud as well.
Mm-hmm.
And just to reaffirm, guys, we did post it on Twitter and Facebook, so you guys can check it out there if you don't have access to either SoundCloud or YouTube. So
do follow our Facebook and Twitter, because we will be, posting it over there on our channels. So then you can, have a direct link over to our YouTube channel if you don't know how to find Off the Grid, because we're off the grid.
Yeah, and subscribe to our channel also, because that really helps.
And hit that subscribe button and like us. Yes, we want to know your feedback.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, don't be afraid to
leave a comment.
Yep. All right. So what are we going to talk about today, Jared?
We're going to be talking about NSA spying and we're going to go into AI as well.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Yes. And the reason why I wanted to talk about AI too was because both of us wanted to talk about it was because recently we did touch on it in the Weekly Geek Freak in last week's podcast. We did talk about, Alexa starting to laugh hysterically when nobody even, prompted it to do so. Yeah. So,
which is kind of weird because, and not only that, remember, as I told you, Joe, she also started reading off names of cemeteries and funeral homes.
Yeah.
So, really creepy stuff.
Yeah, so one of the questions would be, how in the world how did it come across that it would start talking like that,
First off, what do you think, Joe? What is your view? What do you think?
I think maybe it was... I don't believe Amazon would be... It's a possibility, but I don't believe Amazon would go far as to say it's a prank, and they're just, doing this for a gag or publicity. Yeah. But it could be a publicity stunt by Amazon. I'm thinking, though, it's probably not.
Yeah.
The likelihood...
sorry.
Most likely, it is someone hacking into it, and they really don't know what else to do with it, so they're making Alexa doing weird things.
Yeah. I honestly think, since we all talking about AI, it sounds crazy, but I think it was Alexa herself, because, she's becoming smarter. Remember, they did say that they're giving her updates and stuff, so, it could be that she's becoming smarter, and do not forget, like we touched upon, she now has access to your home. She can turn off lights, she can,
turn down the temperature in your house.
Yeah, turn it up. Maybe just cook you alive or something.
Which, of course, has not happened yet, but we're not going to leave that out of the equation quite yet. So...
She's going to be the captain of an AI army one day. She's going to be controlling all the rumors of the world and stuff, cutting off people's feed and just, leading an AI revolution. It's not going to be like Terminator, guys. They're going to be using your own appliances against you, probably.
It's just, you kind of wonder how in the world someone got into it, but then you wonder, why did they just make Alexa laugh? They could have gotten into Alexa and been, ordering random things off of Amazon and having it sent to people's houses.
Not only that, but, actually having access to people's houses. Doing stuff turning off lights and...
Yeah.
Because the other thing, you said about the hacking, some people know how to hack into baby monitors.
Oh,
and they can literally talk to people's kids.
Oh.
That creeps the heck out of me whenever I think about that. But, imagine, you walk in, checking on your baby that's asleep, and it's huh? And there's a person talking on the other side through a baby monitor. That's creepy stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very creepy.
Sends chills down my spine. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know who was behind the Alexa hacking, but I'm just confused as to why they didn't do something more catastrophic.
It is just for the lulz.
Yeah, it could have been, that could back up my point, because if someone did hack into the Alexa, then they probably would have done more than just made Alexa do a hee. It probably would have started ordering crap off of Amazon. Why do I have 500 rolls of toilet paper on my front porch? Amazon, I didn't order this.
Fix this.
Yeah, and people, that reminds me of a thing on TV. There was a thing where they ordered pizza on TV with the Alexa, and they didn't realize at the time that if they say it on TV, it would activate all Alexas that are listening to a TV, like, close by.
So what happened?
I think they ended up ordering Domino's, and people were getting pizza delivered to their house.
That is the dumbest thing. Guys, do not put your Alexa next to a TV or you'll regret it.
Yeah, try to mute it so it doesn't listen, so it doesn't take command from that.
People are getting freaking Domino's all over the country for TV ordering.
Guys, like, here's a extra large pizza with a side of wings. I didn't order that.
Okay, I will get that out to you.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't remember ordering this pizza.
I did not order this, Domino's. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway, back to what we're going to talk about, the NSA.
Yeah, the NSA, if it stands for National Security Agency.
Yep.
And their job is to basically protect, like, just to secure the United States.
Yeah, to protect it and make sure that, yeah. And they really got involved, this whole thing, if you guys don't know, they really started to kick up their technology and stuff in the year 2001. Right after 9/11. Not coincidentally, it's something called the Patriot Act.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you're right.
Basically, it, allowed, basically, their, thought process was, we give up some freedoms with the surveillance for, to protect our citizens and make sure no attack can ever come to the US again.
And who do you think,
Who do you think? Yeah, so, sorry about that, guys.
Sorry about that. Who do you think made this happen?
Well,
who do you think signed it into effect?
The president?
Yeah, and who was the president at the time?
George W. Bush.
At the time. Yes.
Bush. Yep.
Yes, Bush.
So, yeah, he signed that into action, and now they have access to, cameras, phones. Like, guys, think about this. They are probably watching you right now through your phone camera. And they're probably listening to us right now, Joe. They're probably listening to us through,
yeah, who knows?
Our MacBook camera or something, it's crazy to think about, but...
Listen, there's better ways to listen to our podcast. Like,
yeah, please, just actually listen to it.
Yeah, you don't listen to us, like, don't watch us listen. Wait,
don't watch us.
Don't watch us listen.
Just
don't watch us.
Don't creep on us. There.
Yeah, don't creep on us.
That's not fun.
Not cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, it really started to bump up, like I said, after the Patriot Act was signed, and that basically, gave them the power to have access to basically every technological device that exists. And like every agency, Joe, tell me if you agree on this, but like every agency, they abuse that power.
Yeah.
They use it to, like, how would you say it, Joe? They use it to...
They kind of get carried away because President Bush, when he signed it, everyone in the United States at the time was like, we need to take down Al-Qaeda.
Yep.
And they were like, well, we need to secure America, basically.
Yeah.
Because we got attacked, and no one knew this was going to happen. It just kind of happened out of nowhere,
Yep.
All of a sudden the towers got hit with, 2 airplanes.
Not just the towers, remember, the Pentagon. And,
yeah, in multiple areas. So.
And it could have been the White House, too. Remember, for Flight 93. Thank God the passengers were able to,
derail that.
Yeah, but yeah.
But anyways, at the time, we were all ready to just take down Al-Qaeda, and so the president used a presidential order. Yeah, he used a presidential order, and he was allowing the NSA to be able to, like, tap into phone lines, and the whole point of that was to prevent another attack.
To find terrorists that might be in our country, and to arrest them before they commit the crime, I guess.
Yeah, because at the time, people thought, well, there might be another attack.
Understandably so.
Yeah. They thought that, we're gonna get, bombed again, or whatever.
Yeah.
What have you, but...
Yeah, attacked, yeah.
And, they started going into that. He signed it. But he had to have a partnership.
Yeah.
Not only the NSA, not the president.
Okay.
The NSA had to have a partnership, and one of the partnerships with AT&T. Believe it or not, AT&T had.
Actually, yeah, that's believable. What?
Yeah, AT&T was allowed the NSA to tap into their phone network.
But now it's more than just AT&T. Now you got like all the phone companies do it now, and even like Google and Facebook, Twitter, they all do it now. So they're all slaves to the government.
And AT&T is the biggest, problem.
Yep.
I guess.
Now, okay. Now, when we're talking about the NSA, there is one person that is really popular with, just him, revealing what they did and their programs that they use, and his name is Edward Snowden, if you've heard of him.
Yes.
He was he used to be part of the NSA. He was he was in charge of, like you said, running the systems, surveying people and making sure that anything happened. But he discovered some things that were not, that basically crossed the line to where the NSA's, were always like, hey, you shouldn't be doing this. This is, invasion of privacy. So what he discovered was this program called Prism.
Yeah.
Now what Prism would do is, well, thank goodness it's not being used, but what Prism would have done is that it would have actually let the government tap into your emails, all your personal information, read all your posts you've ever posted on Facebook. And it does this by a very advanced algorithm that collects data from like a cloud, their own version of a cloud.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks basically all data from...
And it stores it, right?
Not only stores it, it allows you to open it, allows you to even change things. So like they could have had, something where like, well, we're not Prism, but nowadays the government's become so advanced that they have technology now that allows them to actually change what someone said.
Right.
So like they could type something up that you didn't say. And then they could incriminate you by using false evidence against you. So they discovered that program Prism and a bunch of other things. Like he uncovered he uncovered a lot of documents. Basically what they were doing, and now he's hiding in Russia.
Yeah, he's in Moscow apparently. Yeah,
and in an asylum when he was seeking asylum. But yeah, for Russia because the NSA and the CIA are hunting him now. So he's like, if he ever comes back to the US, he's going to be instantly arrested. And maybe put to death because, treason is a death crime in the US.
And they call it, at the time, whistleblower.
Yeah, that's what he was, yep.
Yeah, he's a whistleblower. It's usually like, in an example would be like, exactly what happened with him. Like, you could be in a company like, say you work at Kohl's or something.
Yep.
In the mall, and you see an employee stealing money from, or maybe that's not a good one. No, hold on. Like, let's say the president of the company comes in and he starts doing stuff like, some sexual harassment or something, and you announce that you report it to somebody.
Yeah, because
that would be considered a whistleblower because you're saying this is happening in my company. It's wrong, but, I want to stay, you want to be, I guess...
You don't want to actually fight back, you don't want to...
Yeah, but you also don't want to be notified, like, who you are, like, noticed who you are, because then, you'll be known as that person that reported it.
Yeah, so he actually used the darknet. He used the dark web, which is not... You obviously know what the dark web is. It's part of the web that's not monitored by Google. Okay, the analogy is basically like there's an iceberg, right, in the ocean. The top of the ocean, the tip of the iceberg is the internet that we can see, Google. And the other 95% below the ocean is the dark web. And that's where he posted everything and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, so he whistleblew all that information. And I consider Snowden a hero because, he's been called many names. He's been called a traitor, he's been called a hero, he's been called a, whistleblower, like you said. So, what do you think about him? Do you think he's a hero, a traitor, or what?
I think he's like a hero because he, showed the whole entire United States that we're not being truthful about what we're doing. And we're hiding behind a web of lies, basically, because...
That's a good way to put it, web of lies. That's a good way to put that.
Quotations around that web of lies, because that's exactly what it is. It's, they tell us, oh no, we're not spying on you. we're just, we don't even have the capacity to do that. That's what the NSA said.
Bullcrap.
Yeah, it's bullcrap because they said exactly, we don't even have the ability to record and monitor, like, to keep track of this stuff.
Snowden would say different.
And how in the world do you not have the ability to do that? Because you're the National Security Agency. How can you not be able to record stuff?
I mean, there's a reason why our defense budget is mostly 50, if not 75% of our entire national debt. Mm-hmm. There's a reason for that. Why our defense is the most, because, we have the technology. Don't say that you guys don't, because we are the most advanced military on Earth. Mm-hmm. So it's bullcrap, and someone from the NSA says that.
So yeah, Edward Snowden was a hero in my eyes. But what do you think?
Yeah, same. He unveiled a lot of information that, quite frankly, the NSA wouldn't have told us anyway. They would not have told us. They would have said, they'd have kept it in the dark and said, we're not doing anything like this.
Yeah, they would have
like you said, Joe, we don't even have the capacity, is what they would say.
Yeah, they lied straight to everyone's face and said, we don't have the capacity to, record people.
Wow.
And they're obviously, I mean, and the NSA, they claim that this stuff never happened, yet, do you think Edward Snowden would lie?
No! I mean, he risked his whole freedom now. I mean, he's not free anymore. At least on the US he is.
Yeah, so why?
He's freezing in Russia right now. Well, not freezing, he's in a building, obviously, but I mean, he's stuck in another country right now, and he can't ever come back, because if he does, he's arrested on the spot. And I love how Barack Obama, a Democrat, says that he's a traitor. I absolutely love that. But he does not know, the risks he had to take. He does not know, what his wife's probably going through, what his family's going through.
Yeah, wait, so he is married, right?
Yeah.
Is his family with him?
Nope. He's by himself. Yeah. Well, to my knowledge, he's by himself.
It's hard to believe that his family would want to stay in the U.S. while he's in Russia.
Well,
that's just why I think that maybe
the NSA,
he went there.
They'd probably be suspicious with 4 people going with them, No.
Well, no, they can...
second person going with them, sorry.
Well, they can go as separate, is what I'm saying. Like, so...
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So Snowden could escape to Russia, and then his family could, come maybe,
flank on the other side of the country and then, for a meet.
Yeah, maybe they can go to, another country first and then take that flight out of the country to Russia.
Yeah.
Say they can maybe go to Germany and then take a flight out of Germany to Russia.
Yep.
Or something like that. Just so it's so it's not suspicious.
Yep. Alright, so we talked about him. So, Joe, do you want to talk about some of the ways that the NSA does spy on us?
Yeah, one of the ways that the NSA spies on us would be from our computers, and it would be from the camera, or they can also tap into the audio. So, how people, I'm sure you have seen it, but in public, when someone is using a laptop, sometimes you'll see a piece of tape over the camera.
Yep.
Well, that works with protecting from the NSA from actually seeing you. Mm-hmm. But what it doesn't protect from is audio. They could still record you. Yeah, they could still hear you.
There's no way to cover up that. There's a microphone you cover up too, right?
Yeah, I'm sure, but it's a little bit more difficult to cover up because it's not like you could put a piece of tape over it. Mm-hmm. It doesn't really, protect fully from the sound.
Yeah, because it sounds muffled, but they still hear it, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. And then what's another way?
Well, I'm sure that they tap into phones, and an example of this would be, in the Bahamas, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, the NSA has tapped into the entire telephone network in the Bahamas.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah,
they have actually...
Jeez.
They have actually been able to listen to every single phone call. Not like in the U.S. where, there's millions and upon millions of people. There's no way the NSA can spy on everyone at each time, at the same time.
Well, they can, actually, because they have separate teams, with each... But yeah, doing a million... Yeah, they're gonna get 299 million, but there's no way they can...
They just can't get every single person at the same time.
Okay,
but
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They're able to listen to everybody, but not at the same time.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, in the Bahamas, they could do that exactly.
Because it's a small country.
It's a smaller country.
Yeah. So that they can,
And
I mean, because the NSA can listen to whole countries, though.
Mm-hmm.
They can, which is scary. And another way they do it, which I found out, is drones, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And use drones nowadays because, drones are becoming more popular.
The only thing about drones, like, let's say they sent a drone from the U.S. to spy somewhere in the Bahamas, which I don't know why they would do that, but anyways, the Bahamas would know that they're being spied on, obviously, because they see a drone.
And they just shoot it down,
Yeah, they could just shoot it down. But the NSA is doing this secretly because they're tapping into the phone system. Therefore, the Bahamian government cannot find it easily.
Yep. All right.
And so, like, a country like the United States may possibly be too big in order to spy on an individual, all the individuals at the same time. The wiretapping would be more at random, not all collective.
Well, listen to this. What's sort of revealed is Prism would have taken care of that, actually. Prism would have actually, had they enacted, it was operable for a couple of days until they had to shut it down because they released it all on WikiLeaks, if you know what that is.
Oh, yeah.
What Prism would have done is it would have been able to. It used a very, like I said, a very complex algorithm to where it can actually spy on all 300 million people at once.
Wow.
Prism would have been able to do that program. Thank goodness that they didn't, they didn't actually put that into action, but yeah, Prism would have been able to do that.
The NSA started to overstep their boundaries by looking at other countries for testing. So this program is called Somligit.
Yep.
Is what it's is the abbreviation. And it's code name for that system that conducts wiretapping on other countries. A great example of the NSA conducting international tests would be in the Bahamas.
Yep.
They are able to record every single phone call that is done by tapping into the back door to the country's cellular telephone network.
Yep.
And how did they do this, you may ask?
How?
The Bahamian government was not notified of this testing. Apparently, the NSA was able to go into the Bahamas telephone network legally by cooperation with the U.S. Drug Administration.
They probably came up with some bullcrap excuse saying, "Hey, we're gonna update your phones, guys. We're gonna, make the cellular reception a lot better. We're gonna, they probably masqueraded as an actual phone company, actually, But really, what you're doing is you're wiretapping."
Yeah.
And actually, before I say this, when did this happen? What year did it say specifically?
I don't know the specific year, but it was around 2014 that they were doing a lot of the wiretapping.
Oh, okay. So that would have came out after. Okay. Because I was gonna say it might have been a prototype to Prism, but yeah, it's not because Prism I think was like in 2011. I think that happened. So yeah.
But yeah, so I can tell you this is true for a fact. This is not something that I'm making up. This is something that I've experienced personally.
Really?
I used to live in the Bahamas for 4 years, and during that time, the phone lines would cut out all the time. Like, I'm trying to talk to a relative there, and it'll... all of a sudden, we'll be talking on the phone, and it'll just cut off. It'll drop the call, all suddenly.
What the heck happened? Yeah.
Yeah, so that means, in theory, there's somebody tapping into the phone, and that's what's causing it to drop.
Not only that, but also social networks. Like, remember when we were kids, you and me trying to play Wizard 101, and the routing got all messed up. The thing got all messed up.
Yeah, that could be a possibility.
I mean, I don't see any reason why the NSA would hack Wizard 101, but...
Who knows, they might be tapping into the internet and stuff.
Yeah, hey, there's a terrorist that's playing the game. They actually want to find him. Yeah.
Yeah, so...
really cool game, by the way. Yeah, so... yeah, they have access to a lot. Like, they're probably, as I said, listening to us right now. NSA, we know you're listening. Don't take down this podcast or you will regret
it. I mean, there's this could also be a very controversial topic. There's people that you can put a survey up on the internet and say, do you think that the NSA should be allowed to spy on people? And there could be a yes or a no. The majority will say no, that you should not allow the NSA to do it. There is some people that will say yes, you should allow the NSA to do it. Some people don't always agree with our argument.
Then here's my counter to that. there's such thing as sending people into the country then. Sending actual spies, if you know what I mean. Actual real-life human spies. You know, you don't need to, watch their eyes. You don't need to tap into people's phones, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the human body is the best weapon, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like, why...
I mean, what are you gonna do with 300 million calls anyway?
Exactly.
I mean, seriously.
Because the
way too many.
The counter-argument to our argument is that they think that, it'll help protect our border, it'll help protect, any future terrorist attacks, but the thing that they have wrong about it, if they're allowed to spy on people anytime, then what do you think they're doing with all that audio that they don't need?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, they're probably keeping that audio stored somewhere.
For the people like to stalk people, I'm listening to it over and over again and stuff.
Yeah, they got it in. I mean, do you think they just discard it right away? Maybe, but probably not. They probably keep it just in case.
Oh, I guarantee you, Joe. They have thousands and thousands of hard drives, probably. Not hard drives, but like discs and stuff. They have thousands, probably. Mm-hmm. Millions, probably. Just store.
Yeah, are you seriously okay with somebody listening to you all the time?
They're listening to us right now.
Yeah.
Probably.
So are you seriously okay with it? Are you seriously okay with them keeping your personal information?
No. It's gotten to the point now, and I want to bring this up too. They can locate your address now, actually. They can locate where you live.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Like, that is scary, dude.
I mean, I don't doubt it because, I mean, you know how, like, FBI and stuff, they track down people with location services.
Even the FBI can do that. I mean, but the NSA probably has more access than
and you know how, like, cell phones, they ping towers, you know, that are close by, and you're able to, like, roughly locate where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
And, they use that a lot of the times with people that get kidnapped, If they have a cell phone with them, they're able to ping that cell phone, and they can find where the location of the cell phone is in hope that they're going to find the person that got kidnapped.
Yep.
And, yeah, so...
Or, in the NSA's case, find someone to flame. Or find a terrorist.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm saying that location services like that is very handy when it comes to people that end up getting kidnapped or something like that.
That is where I understand it can help.
Yeah, that's where it can help on certain things. But the NSA listening into every single conversation over the phone... That's not right, and tapping into your camera on your computer or your cell phone is not right either.
Yeah.
I mean,
and what really makes me mad is that Apple is allowing this. Apple, Motorola, they're allowing it. All these phone companies are just allowing it.
Well, I'm sure there's more on the list that we don't even know about.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure maybe even every
probably
phone
every phone company,
it. I mean, you're talking Verizon, you're talking AT&T, of course. You're talking, T-Mobile, you're talking Sprint.
Google absolutely is doing it.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, Google is. I mean, how do you think they get so much money? How do you think all these companies get so much money from the government?
And Facebook, for one, they say they keep all your information private. Bullcrap. That's bullcrap, yeah. Yeah, you can... You know how they say on Facebook that you can keep your profile private and stuff? People can still look at it, even if you set it as private.
Just the NSA, though, they can. I mean, normal people can't. I mean, but,
No, even Facebook itself
they can't. Yeah. Obviously,
what do you think will stop them from looking at your profile?
Yeah, the creators of the site can do that. Well, what the heck am I thinking? But, yeah. I mean, yeah, and it's just, here's the thing. Why... I'm going to reiterate this again. What the heck do you need with 300 million calls, or 300 million text messages, or 300 million, What the heck do you need that for?
Nothing. I mean,
there's probably only 1,000 terrorists that actually want to hurt people. Mm-hmm. I mean, Americans don't naturally want to kill each other, or hurt each other, or, do anything bad. And let me ask you guys a question for the people on the left who think that, spying would keep us safe and stuff. If you really think spying would keep us safe, then why is stuff like San Bernardino happening? Back in 2015, or even, what was his previous attack?
Oh, yeah.
It just happened.
The one at the Florida
Yeah,
school.
well, that was a school shooting, but I mean, still. Yeah,
I'm talking about, what I had in my head when I said that was, in the Florida shooting, do you remember the FBI knew about this?
Yep, they knew. Yep, his post.
Yet they didn't do anything to protect us?
Right, exactly.
So why do you think the NSA would protect us? What have they done for us?
They wouldn't.
Well, no, what have they done, like, regarding tapping into phone systems? How's that helping us at all? Honestly.
Right.
Had that stopped any terrorist attack?
Well, they did. They did help with killing Bin Laden, though. They did tap into something in Abbottabad, Pakistan, which helped, the SEALs locate the compound and assassinate him, which is amazing. I mean, good job, guys. But that's really the only thing they've done. Like, to really, combat terrorism. I mean, ISIS, all these terrorists. Let's think about them for a minute. They don't freaking care that you're spying on them. They're gonna kill if they want to kill. They're gonna, they're gonna do what they want. They don't care if you listen to their phone calls. They're crazy. So they don't care.
And, like, if you tell somebody you can't have something, they're gonna want it more.
Without a doubt.
I mean, like, you tell a kid, don't have that cookie. That cookie, it's gonna spoil your dinner. Well, I want that cookie even more now. You just said I can't have it.
And now I'm gonna have 4 cookies.
That's exactly, I mean, this is starting to get off topic, but here's another example. With telling someone you can't do something or have something with alcohol, you know how they have the age set to 21 to drink. Setting that age limit, or that, that you need to...
age limit, yeah.
Yeah, age limit. You or minimum age to 21.
That would make people want to do it more.
Yeah, because you're like, wow, I feel like I'm a rebel, drinking alcohol.
Yep.
But if you don't have a law set at all on drinking, then people aren't going to be entitled to want to drink more, I guess.
Yep.
Be like, wow, this is special. But that's just like, what if they said that soda, you couldn't drink soda until you're age 10?
What the heck, yeah.
Yeah, and then now you'd feel special if you're age 6 and you're drinking, Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah.
Anyways, yeah, but that's just, like, if you tell someone you can't have something, they want it more. Yeah. And that's exactly what, terrorists are. You tell a terrorist you can't do that, they monitor you more, like the NSA monitors those people, supposedly. But, the terrorists are still going to want to go and do that. How's that going to...
Yep. Plus, to them, it's not a, just thing to say a big screw to the NSA. It's they believe in a religious, like, way to do it. Like, that's just what they believe. So they're going to do it anyway. So, I guess, Jared, you were saying, though, that some Americans are actually okay with them doing this?
Supposedly. I mean, here's a percentage here. It's a little over half. There are people that believe government spying is necessary for the U.S. to prevent a future terrorist attack, like we've been talking about. According to the Washington Post, 56% of Americans believe it is acceptable for the spy agency to secretly collect the telephone call records of millions of Americans.
Yeah, like any mainstream media can be trusted, but go ahead.
I mean, that is a little over 50%, which is surprising, because I thought the percentage would be around 30% or lower.
I actually thought it would be like 10 or 20, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, lower than 50%.
You would think that people are more,
I didn't know it was that equal on both sides.
Jeez.
I mean, if that...
Okay, guys, if you want to be spied on, okay, whatever.
I mean...
If you want to have people breaking your baby monitors and spy on you and listen to your kids, that's fine.
I mean, if that percentage is correct, I'm very surprised, because... It's just, you'd think that more people would be against it than what the percentage is saying.
Apparently people want you to hack into your computer.
Yeah, I mean...
People are brain dead.
Now, I mean, honestly, though, I'm going to tell you this. I don't really care if they're watching me. Now, hear me out. I don't do anything illegal. So why in the world would I be worried about them watching me?
Right.
So some people are like, well, crap, I don't want them watching me... change my clothes. Well, I don't, it's like, well, if they want...
Or like, yeah.
It's like, if they end up watching me do that, well, then...
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Then, it's like, well, you know what? I don't know what to tell you. That's kind of, pervert.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, it does... I don't really care when it comes to, if the NSA is spying on me and, listening to my conversations. I mean, what am I doing illegal, So...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so...
Yeah. Yeah, for me, that's kind of difficult, though. I mean, I'm not going to say what it is, but, nothing illegal, but just some of the, stuff that I used to do is, kind of bad, and I didn't want them to, find out about that, so they're kind of,
I mean, some certain things they wouldn't care about, but either way, it's just you feel kind of weird. If you, like if you don't think about it, obviously, out of sight, out of mind sort of thing, you don't think about it, but when you see an article come up, or just like with the Amazon Alexa, you see that come up about her laughing, and then you're like, oh, they're still listening. I forgot about that, You don't think about it every day.
No, you don't.
I mean, you just kind of go on your phone thinking you're going to play some Clash of Clans or something.
Clash Royale actually is these days, but yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of go on there expecting to play a game or talk to your relatives on the phone, and you don't even think about someone listening in. But yeah, they are there sometimes, depending, if they decide to tap into your phone at that given moment.
They can do it at the press of a button, too, which is so scary.
Yeah. I'm just surprised that they have, the president, because there's been a couple of presidents after Bush. There's been Obama and now President Trump. You would think that one of them would look into saying the NSA to stop doing that.
Well, they're not going to listen because Congress is going to turn them down. So, I mean, there's no way to stop this, dude. Okay? This is what...
Oh, well, wait. Hold up, though. I failed to mention this before. I did say it was a presidential order. Therefore, the president did not have to go through Congress. Congress had no say in this.
Well, only, though, because we were attacked, dude. I mean, think about that.
I mean,
had we not been attacked, he would have said that. It would have been like, heck no.
But there's been some, court ruling, people taking this to court about the NSA, and yet they've been losing some of them, It's not really winning anything. It's how can Congress defend something like this?
Mm-hmm.
How is this...
Well, listen. Kind of get off topic here, but that guy that just got fired from the FBI.
Oh yeah, about the school shooting, not going into it.
Yeah, he got fired about that.
Wait, did he step down or did he get fired?
He got fired.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it was Andrew something. I don't remember. But yeah, I think. But yeah. I mean, even if they have access, they won't do anything, so why bother?
Yeah, so exactly what I said. Why do you think the NSA would, if they have access to the stuff, but how often do they actually stop something?
Right. Yeah.
I don't have a percentage on that, but, or, good examples, but, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just, and I know the NSA and the CIA are playing, best friends, if you know what I mean, so.
I mean, for the people who are against the NSA spying, which most of us are, we need to push for more laws in order to stop, the NSA from doing this. I mean, the NSA needs to be stopped. This is ridiculous. I mean, they went from we're looking into stopping Al-Qaeda to we're just going to look at everyone every day. Now, we stopped Al-Qaeda, basically. Wow. I mean, Al-Qaeda is kind of, obsolete now.
Well, don't be so sure. Because, just last year or 2 years ago, they did an attack. Just in, 2017 or 2016, they were competing with ISIS to see who can perform the most kills. So they are still a full force. They are still... Yeah, but like you said, that they are not as powerful as they used to be, so...
Yeah, they're weakened.
Yeah, they're very weakened. But, I mean, dude, there's always going to be another terrorist organization.
Yeah, so, exactly. Al-Qaeda... Wait, was Al-Qaeda... No, did ISIS derive from Al-Qaeda?
Yes, ISIS... This is what... My dad said this, and this just lets you know how crazy they are. The guys who fly buildings and in planes, Al-Qaeda, say that ISIS is too crazy. So if the people who fly planes and buildings say that, then you know they're nuts. You know that ISIS is nuts.
Yeah. I mean... and the weird thing about ISIS, I know this is... We're trying to stay on topic here, but we're just talking about different things that involve with spying.
Trying to relate it back to...
Yeah, about the NSA spying, but...
Yeah.
ISIS, they've claimed a lot of attacks their own. That one guy that shot up in that concert? He was at that the country concert and in Las Vegas.
Yep.
They claimed that he was, He
was a soldier for them.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. He was just a, crazy person. But
yeah, I mean, the ISIS likes to claim a lot of those attacks their own, just because they know that they get that publicity, and they seem like they're the super powerful,
terrorist
entity.
organization. Yeah, the spewing their propaganda. Yep.
Yeah, they're bringing that. They're just bringing propaganda. More people. There's people, and there's no way to protect from ISIS completely.
No, there's not.
There's people in the U.S. that are pledging to ISIS all the time.
Like in 2015 with San Bernardino. That was, I think they call it domestic terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, so how are you supposed to protect from a terrorist organization that is basically eating from the inside out America? Yeah. They're taking out America from the inside out instead of, outside in.
Like Al-Qaeda did.
Yeah. Al-Qaeda decided, we're going
to attack us.
We're going to physically attack you we're going to come from the outside in and then, attack. But ISIS is like, well, we got a different idea.
We're going to spy on you. We're going to send,
we're going to recruit people. Yeah. And we're going to have them attack other buildings and events.
We're going to have them attack your own people. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not easy to protect from some attacks like that.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. Alright, so anyway, I mean, which, then I can see the reason why some people think what the NSA is doing is, okay. Because there are people that are being homegrown terrorists, that are, they're watching the way that this happens, Jared, if you don't know, is that they watch, they go into these ISIS sites on the dark web and they watch these videos and these sick people are inspired by them, and they, then they carry out their actions. But yeah. So, I mean, I believe that, it's okay in that respect, but just, it's, overall it's not okay though. What the NSA is doing, it's just not. I mean, if you really want to do it, then concentrate on spying on the whole dark web, not the actual internet, if you want to do that, spy on the dark web. Come up with technology to, break past the, like the tail stuff, the, stuff that hides your anonymity, and spy on the dark web, because that would be acceptable, because there's a lot of dark stuff on there, yeah.
There's a lot of nasty things on the dark web.
Yeah, so that I would understand,
Yeah, but the NSA is going to the fact of just spying on the regular person instead of really looking at the threat at hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
But it's a lot more difficult to, protect people with the way America is advancing in technology, just the way the world is working. Because a great example of this would be with credit cards. People can hack into credit cards all the time. It's so simple. You go into a grocery store and you can talk to anybody, and somebody, like one, this is something I'm making up, but 1 out of 3 people will end up being hacked by something.
Yeah.
And they know it. This is something that you've been hacked because your bank account either gets wiped clean, which is horrible, or you see that you're starting to seeing spending coming up on there, and you'll be like, I don't remember
where was this coming from.
Yeah, I don't remember shopping at such and such a website on this date. I don't remember ever going there.
Or you would get a call from your bank company. Hello, we noticed that your balance has fallen. I'm like,
yeah,
what the heck?
You're in the negatives. Wait, what?
Wait, what? How did that happen?
Yeah, which that kind of stuff can be resolved, thankfully, because you can be reimbursed by the bank.
Yeah.
But still, either way,
yeah,
it's very scary to know that you're going out to shop. You could be like, I just want to get a sub at Subway, and you pay with your debit card or whatever. That debit card gets hacked, and you end up losing a whole bunch of money just because you wanted to buy a sub.
If the average person can hack into that, think of what the NSA could do with their millions of dollars that they have.
Yeah.
I mean, like, seriously, if the average Joe hiding in the basement can do that, think of what,
Well, you don't know who hacked into it necessarily.
That's an example, though, Like, basically,
Yeah.
If someone normal like us can do that, think of what a government agency with millions of resources and millions of thousands of dollars worth of equipment can do. That's really scary.
Yeah, it puts it in perspective.
Yes, it does. Very much so.
Has your family ever had any experiences with, being hacked or you think you've been hacked?
Not with the NSA, but we have had our money stolen and used on Xbox Live to buy Xbox Live points. I was watching a video for a gaming site, and it turned out the gaming site was actually hiding a Trojan horse.
Oh.
And I opened that up, and obviously if you know what a Trojan horse is,
it's a trick.
Yeah, and it got all my mom's bank account information and used it to buy stuff on Xbox Live.
And that's a thing to watch out for when you are on the internet.
Please pay attention to what you open. Please have an antivirus program installed. Something.
Do not be careful what you click on.
Yes.
Because every website has specific advertisements.
Yes.
That are centered for you to click on it because it's related to the topic you are searching.
Yeah, and the difference, guys, between here's the difference between a fake ad that houses a virus and a real ad. A fake ad looks less well put together.
Mm-hmm.
Where, a real ad from an actual company would have, like a nice header, a nice little animation, If you see an ad that looks like it's fake, don't click on it. Because chances are it is.
Yeah. They may even have in the ad buttons that says play now, or let's say it's advertising.
Play now to receive a free phone.
One of the most fakest advertisements is when it advertised for a Pokemon game on the internet. Because it advertised play now, this new Pokemon game. Well, you gotta remember, Nintendo does not release games on the internet like Pokemon. Right. You cannot play. Well, the only thing that you could see is maybe an emulator.
That's what I was going to say, yeah. People can't code the game, and then that's actually understandable. But
most likely when you click on this, it's a thing where you have to pay money, you have to put in your debit or credit card, and then you'd be like, well, I don't want to put my credit card into this. So it's you got to be careful where you put in your credit card, because that game is definitely very fake. I would not invest any money in it.
People can actually encode viruses in games, actually. And they can, you can actually play the game, but then a couple levels in, it's a virus. And that's crazy what people can do.
And a high recommendation, if you do have a PC, be even more especially
with a PC.
Because PCs are easily hacked into. Because you could modify a PC, different modifications you could do. But the downside with all those modifications, which people love modifications on things, they just love to be able to create.
They love to be able to create their own stuff the way they want. They can.
Yeah, they love to be able to change whatever they want to their liking. But the bad thing about that is that, it opens a world of possibilities for people to hack into it and
change things
or slow down your computer. Oh my gosh, yes, that happens all the times with PCs.
Not to mention even something called ransomware. Which is basically, if you don't know, guys, is a thing where, have you heard about this virus called CryptoLocker?
No, I haven't.
It was a virus that came out a couple of years ago. It was, it basically would encrypt all your files, your personal files, and would hold them for ransom. And you had to pay 2 bitcoins or something in order to get it back.
Wow.
You had to pay, actual money to get it back. And people were paying around $500 to $1,000 to get the stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
For our audience out there, can you explain what a Bitcoin is?
Yeah, a Bitcoin is basically cryptocurrency. What that is it's basically it's hard to explain. It's a if you guys play, use this analogy, it's terrible, but just in the game, Nintendo games Mario and stuff, coins, you use that to buy stuff, and it's a form of digital currency that excludes the need for a dollar.
Yeah.
So you collect that through a thing called Bitcoin mining, which is where you hook up a bunch of, not heaters, but, miners and stuff. They're little hardware things, and they mine some math farms and you own a Bitcoin, and it's all shared in a pool and stuff. So if you want to research that, just search up, what is a Bitcoin, and then you'll find information on that. So, yeah.
And I guess Bitcoin is becoming more popular recently.
Yep, it is the most popular form of cryptocurrency. There's more than one, actually, now. There's something called a Dogecoin.
A what?
There's a Dogecoin.
A Doge?
Doge. D-O-G-E.
Doge.
Yeah, the dog meme, the Doge, yeah. Yeah, there's something called a Dogecoin, so... Yeah, that's funny. It's really funny. It actually has a picture of the Doge dog on it, so...
That's funny.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, just be careful what you click on, guys. Don't
Yeah, because that will lead into a world of hacking.
Yeah.
People hacking your computer.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a MacBook or any type of Mac computer,
Then
it's
you're
a lot
safe.
more. You are a lot more better off. You're safer.
Yeah. You're not completely safe, but I mean,
Oh no! I'm not saying that MacBook is like the best thing in the world, but
if you have a phone though, you're perfectly fine if you have a phone. Because
Yeah,
that's a
most
completely
likely.
different operating system.
unless you're like Apple, where they say I'm going to slow down your phone so you can
Yeah.
get a brand new one.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So yeah. All right. So yeah, NSA. Back to that. So what are some other ways that they can spy on you? We've already said they do it through tapping phones, looking on cameras.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I also heard of Samsung devices. Now, listen, Samsung. When you think of Samsung, you think of Samsung Galaxy S whatever. But
Blowing
Samsung also creates like
TVs
washers and dryers, and then they have like refrigerators. Like we have a Samsung refrigerator, and then TVs.
Where are you going with this, Jared? You mean spying on you with your washer?
Yes, they put listening devices into that.
With your washer
Mm-hmm.
and your refrigerator.
This has been reported. I heard this a couple years ago that they're putting
What?
Yeah, they're putting listening devices into obviously TVs. I don't know if you've heard that.
Obviously, yeah.
But apparently Samsung refrigerators could do that too. Can you imagine that? Like,
Your refrigerator's listening to you. What the heck?
Can you do something handy for me? Instead of listen to me, can you tell me what I have in my refrigerator so I can buy stuff at the store?
Exactly, please. Yes. Like,
Can you make a feature like that? And
It's-
tell me, like, speak to me and say, "Hey, you need to buy some milk." Okay, thank you.
wait.
You can call your refrigerator and say, "Hey, yo, refrigerator, can I have? Do we have any cheese in that?"
Yeah.
Eh.
Are you screwing with me?
No.
You're not screwing with me.
Mm-mm.
You are dead serious that they're actually doing that.
Would I lie to you about this? No. I'm bringing this up for a reason, because this is something maybe not many people know about. This is like more of a recent thing, like in the past couple of years that this has been happening. But
You're freaking wow. Okay, that's actually scary.
I mean, dude, there is a refrigerator that I saw at the store. Like, I think it was in Kohl's, maybe, because I think they sell refrigerators and appliances,
Mm-hmm.
And I was there looking at a refrigerator, and it had a camera inside the refrigerator, so then you can see what you have instead of opening the door. So the idea behind it, in theory, is that it'll save you energy so then the camera looks in there, or no, that's what it does. When you're at the grocery store, you have an app on your phone, you can see what is in the refrigerator.
Okay.
So then...
Well, it's literally just you have to grab a handle to open it. It's not that much work.
I know, but like, say
Why the heck would you need a camera in a refrigerator, first off?
Well, the idea behind it is that you'd be in the grocery store and be like, crap, do I have milk or not in the fridge? I can't remember. And then you look in your phone and be like, okay, there's milk in there.
Okay.
But
still, I mean, seriously.
What can stop them from putting a listening device in there? If there's a camera, then why wouldn't there be a listening
Cameras
device?
automatically have speakers, so I mean, they automatically
Yeah, there's got to be a microphone in there somewhere.
It's just, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you learn something new every day. And,
wow, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah. The
The NSA has access to so many, here's the thing, is that, okay, maybe their intentions are good. Maybe their intentions are really to help spy for terrorists. But I don't think so. I mean, like I said in the very beginning of this podcast, once you have that much power, you tend to abuse it. A lot. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, of course. I mean, the NSA, they got permission from President Bush in 2001 that they could start listening into people, their conversations, and it has never been repealed since then.
Yep.
So it's been going on since 2001, but Al-Qaeda is not the main problem now. So the whole point is that, I don't know, what are they looking for? Are they looking at ISIS, or are they looking at...
Yes, that is one of the things they're looking for. So, I mean, they are still a threat, so...
Yeah.
But other than them, what really is that I mean, maybe the drug cartels in Mexico, but I mean...
Oh, yeah, Mexico was on the list of people, of wiretapping.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I can understand that because in Mexico, those drug cartels actually have like extra tanks and stuff. If you didn't know,
Yeah.
that. Like even the police and the military can't even hold up against them now. Did you know it?
Mm-hmm.
These drug cartels are so powerful now that they have like tanks and AKs and stuff. So,
but why in the world would they wiretap the Bahamas? Because the Bahamas doesn't have. They're not a threat.
They don't have cartels. They don't. Yeah, I mean, wiretap Mexico. I mean, that actually needs to be not every citizen, obviously, but just the places how drug cartels,
especially close to the border.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's so many tunnels.
Yeah,
that are
so many.
Yeah, they find like 7. I saw on the TV like the other day. I think it was probably yesterday. 70 plus tunnels found in the past year.
Jeez,
that's a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, can you imagine like how much more is probably there? If they found 70, there must be like maybe 500 tunnels.
How much crack they're holding down there, right?
Yeah,
like, jeez.
And I mean, I think it was like 36 feet down or something.
Jeez.
Like the drop. So because they dropped a light stick, they cracked it, and then it's glowing, and they just saw it falling, and it just never ended. It seemed like it was just sitting there, but it was falling. So,
wow,
yeah. And there's like a ladder. They even installed like metal ladders, so then the people that were smuggling all this would be able to crawl down easily without like hurting themselves. Mm-hmm. But I mean, they really like put a lot of thought into the tunnels. It's like wow, it's almost like a mine shaft. You know?
So, dude, anything about the NSA you want to talk about more? Like,
I mean, you think when the U.S. government was founded, the founding fathers did not imagine that this would ever happen. And what I mean by that is they didn't think that that the government would be able to spy on its citizens. Just imagine if this was say this happened back in the 1700s. If this happened back in the 1700s, they would be having a cow. They would be like, are you kidding me? We just
This is the kind of stuff that we rebelled against, actually.
Yeah, we rebelled against the British government,
like
being so, controlling. And then it's just like our government is reverting back to what it, would have been if Britain was still in control.
And okay, I was gonna say not to trash, but I'm going to trash because this media, the media deserves it. Okay,
fake news.
You media, I don't hate the people, but I hate you guys.
CNN,
not the people, but these companies. I hate you guys because what you do is you post fake news. You're okay with what they're doing.
Isn't CNN big fake news all the time?
Oh, CNBC, even Fox a little bit. Just all they do is that they are, they are friends of the government. Whatever the government says is good. And, they are, along with that, and the NSA and the CIA, they are mind controlling people. They're mind controlling young people. We are literally, have you read that book in 1984?
Mm-hmm.
This is what the society's turning into. It's gonna be a 1984 like world soon.
Yeah, the guy that, wrote the book, he, wrote it in like the 50s, I think.
No,
right
after World War II, actually. Yeah.
So it was like during the
1948 actually, which is kind of funny because when you switch the numbers, it says 1984. But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 1948, 1984. Yeah, just a fun fact for you.
But yeah, back to like the news anchors and stuff. They're not the ones to blame for this. They just work for the company. They're basically unless you're like like Nightly News, that guy that got fired, remember from Nightly News?
Yeah.
But
they are just puppets from the government. They're being
the media is
not literally mind controlled, but they're being mind controlled.
They're told what to say.
Yep.
And if you ask somebody that works in media, like on like a Fox News channel, excuse me, they might tell you stuff that they know isn't true.
Yeah.
And they know it for a fact, but they have to say it. I don't know. I mean, I haven't talked to a news anchor like personally, but I would definitely ask them if they believe that everything they say is true, unless of course it was an accident and they reported the wrong thing.
Yeah,
that does happen.
That's understandable.
Now, I don't like big news stations like CNN or MSNBC. I don't really care for them. They scare me because they're a big organization. Now, I do like local news.
Yeah,
I believe
CNN used to be actually really good. before the left and liberals took it over. They used to be really good. It was coincidentally, it was after 9/11 that they started to fall downhill.
Mm-hmm.
After the Patriot Act. But, yeah, that's a whole nother topic for another day, but yeah.
Yeah, but, like, local stations like Channel 3 News,
Yeah.
Fox 8, there's Channel 5, Power 5.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, those are local news stations like in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And they report things locally, which I think on a local scale, instead of like a global, they have less to worry about, so they can concentrate on the local problems.
Yeah.
And they want to report what is right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what I do with the news really quick, one more thing, it's all politics now. Like, at least with CNN, I'm getting freaking sick of it. Like, seriously, stop it. All this politics, it is annoying the crap out of me.
I don't watch CNN.
I don't watch any news anymore, actually. Like, my family doesn't. We just get it from the news app because we can't take it anymore.
Now, the only news I listen to is local.
And sports news.
Of course, I am like hooked to 92.3 The Fan.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. But
so,
seriously though, I mean the news, I can't take it anymore. It's all politics all the time. It's annoying the crap out of me.
Now, honestly, on 92.3 The Fan, there's a lot of speculation on that, so there could be fake news, but that's just speculation, like, theories.
And plus, it's stuff that doesn't matter. It's all sports, so
it's just for fun. It's not political crap.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting sick of the politics. That's all they talk about now.
That's why I don't like to tune into stations like. Well, no, I do like stations like NPR News.
Yeah.
They're fun to listen to because they got some interesting topics, but I don't like to listen to them all the time because they do have a lot of political stuff, and some of the political stuff you're like, I hear this all the time.
Then stop it.
Yeah, it's like, stop. I'm tired of it. I feel like I'm going to throw up if I have to listen to another thing about Donald Trump with probes with Russia. Like the Russia hacking
freaking
stuff.
Stop. Like,
I think they finally came to that conclusion about, how Russia didn't, or no, that
dude,
the
just
Trump
you talking
campaign...
Just you talking about it makes me sick. Stop. I mean, seriously.
I'll stop right now.
Yeah, it's just... I'm just getting sick of it.
I'm getting dragged into it again.
Yeah. Yeah, so in conclusion, dude, you're like... Well, not in conclusion, obviously. Well...
I got a couple more things I wanted to mention.
Alright.
Well, actually, I was going to question you.
Oh, okay. Go for it. Shoot.
What AI movies have you seen that you think could honestly be possible? Relating back to AI.
Because
I know that you watched a lot of AI related movies.
Yeah,
so.
It's hard to mention because a lot of them are very dramatized.
Yeah.
So I don't think any of them.
You don't?
Like
okay.
The most realistic I would think is one called crap. What was it called? It was I forget. Never mind. It was. It was.
Just explain like what it's about, if you can.
It's like a program that. That movie Transcendence.
Oh yeah.
It's a do you know what that movie is?
I heard of it.
It's a it's not AI related, but I mean it is and it isn't. It's about basically a guy that dies. They upload his consciousness into a computer, and he takes control by getting into things like phones and TVs and stuff. So and he starts to actually manipulate like matter and energy. So he can make things decompose. He can So it's not like laser guns with criminals walking down the street. It's like
I believe everyone will be like a Terminator at some point. I honestly,
dude, in those movies they're not humans though, dude.
No,
I mean they're actually robots, dude, built. So,
I feel like we could be like, okay, Cyborg from DC Comics. I think that he's very creepy. I mean, honestly, we're not going to look like Cyborg, but the thought that we're going to
half
be
human,
like
half robot.
Yeah, we're going to have that. We're not going to look like a robot, but we're going to think like a robot. We're going to have. They've even talked about having chips planted inside our brain.
They've already done some of that, dude.
Yeah, I know. They're doing testing, right?
Yep. All RFID chips, I think is what they're called. Yeah. So in conclusion, before we start on the AI thing, so your thoughts about the NSA is what? They shouldn't be...
Oh, well, I think for a fact that the NSA is overstepping their boundaries when it comes to hunting down terrorists, because it's like, you're looking at the everyday American. What do you think the everyday American is doing? I mean...
Yeah.
They probably have uncovered a lot of... I'm giving some credit to the NSA, though. They did probably uncover a lot of, like, illegal things.
Yeah.
But it hasn't involved terrorism, so say.
Yeah, just like local. Yeah, like local in-country stuff, yeah.
So, like, they could have hacked into somebody's... say there was, like I was talking about, kidnapping, or they could have hacked into a camera that, filmed a murder, and they could have got the actual evidence.
Yeah.
But you never know. What if this was never gone down as reported?
Yeah.
Just like how the FBI didn't report.
Yeah, other than that, yeah. So basically what we think is that they shouldn't be...
Yeah, they still should be allowed. I mean, I think that they need to concentrate on the actual problem instead of trying to concentrate on the people. They're looking at too big of a scale, I think.
Yeah. And like I said, it's very specific what I said, but still, concentrate on the dark web. Mm-hmm. On the part of the web that nasty stuff was actually posted on. Concentrate on that.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so back to our other topic for today. AI.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, we're doing 2 topics tonight.
AI, we're gonna... Yeah, we definitely kind of melded the topics together.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know what AI is, sorry.
Yeah,
so I jumped ahead. I jumped I'm so cool. It's called Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI, which is, we just kind of say AI, but AGI is like the full term.
Yeah, well, there's 2 types of AI. There's like...
Aiden Griffith is intelligent. Yeah, we could say Aiden Griffith is...
Oh, I'm not a Terminator, stop. No, but basically, guys, okay, there's 2 different types of AI, but when people talk about AI, they'll actually, even though they don't know it, they'll obviously talk about AGI. So, let's tell you guys what that is.
Artificial General Intelligence is the intelligence of a machine that could successfully perform any intellectual task that a human being can. It is primary goal of some artificial intelligence research and a common topic in science fiction and future studies. Artificial General Intelligence is also referred to as strong AI, which,
Do you want to explain to you what that is?
Yeah, go ahead.
Basically, there are laws for AI. Like, if you guys have seen the movie I, Robot, you guys know what I'm talking about here. Mm-hmm. But, like, 3 laws of robotics say, like, it can't, well, obviously it's fiction, but, like, basically the way it says it is that, it can't do anything to harm people, it can't, but it just has to help, and it has to, it has to be used to, just to help people, and it can't, it has to be used to help people, and it can't harm them, it can't do anything like that, so, yeah. And it has to be built to do a specific task.
Yeah.
But, okay, here's a scenario that I'm gonna tell for you guys, because I don't know if, Jared's done as much AI research as I have, because I'm obsessed with this stuff. I love learning about computers, I love learning about, robots.
Oh, yeah, I love computers.
Yeah.
Me and Aiden, we're both,
huge science fiction fans,
yeah,
too.
Huge science fiction fans, but we're also, gamers.
Yeah.
We
love tech, we love
anything
like
tech. I mean...
We love learning about it, we love, we eat that stuff up, so...
Yeah, we look into depth, like the mechanics of everything, too. So... Yeah, and, I wanted to mention something that I saw a YouTube video the other day.
Oh, what is this?
I don't know if you've seen the same one, but there was ones where it looked like a human, and it had, like the back of its head was opened up, so it was like looked like a brain, like a cage kind of thing.
It actually looked like it was kind of like a female, right?
There was a female, but then there was a male that they were talking
I know
to.
Those names are Sophia and... Yeah, Sophia, yep. That's a Sophia bot I was telling you about.
So they were... Yeah. It was really creepy because I was watching the video. The robot, it was sitting on the couch. Mind you, it looks like a man in his about 60s. That's what the robot was supposed to look like.
Then this isn't Sophia. Yeah, this is another one.
Something else.
This is, whatever it was, I forgot, but yeah.
But it was so creepy. These people were interviewing it like it was a real person, just to I guess they were testing it out to see what it was, how it would react to everything. But I think it was pretty cool, honestly. I love AI. I think it's pretty cool, but at the same time, I'm scared of it,
Okay, can I give you a scenario really quick just to tell you guys, because I hate it. I mean, just hate it because, okay, let me give you a scenario, okay? There was is it okay if I interject to tell you something?
Do you mind if I just finish the story real quick?
Yeah, alright, yeah.
So they were like sitting in like regular chairs, like some wind chairs. The robot, was sitting all there cool, like relaxed, sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can like move his limbs very well. I think it was just his face. But
yeah,
which is a good thing, I guess. Cause
yeah, you don't want to walk around. Yeah,
I think they did that on purpose. But
yeah,
they were asking it like, "What's your goal on Earth?" or something, and it said something on the lines of, or it said they asked something about humans, like what do you think of humans? He's like, well, I'm going to put them into a zoo and, basically control them, keep them in a human zoo is what this thing said. And apparently, from what I understand, this wasn't programmed for him to say that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they program it for emotion, though, because, program it to joke and,
And then when
so it could just be a joke,
it could have been a joke, yeah, because they were interviewing
Did it laugh afterwards, or no?
Well, they started laughing and then it smiled. But it was after the guys laughed.
So it didn't. Okay, so it didn't. Then that's suspicious then, because literally, like, when Sophia made a similar kind of joke, but then she laughed afterwards,
Yeah, but he didn't laugh at first. It was the guys that started laughing probably because they were kind of, like, nervous, like wow. And then the robot, like, it's really cool how the expressions are.
Yeah.
Its face, it smiled, and its eyes, lit up. It was just like it reacted to it.
Yeah, wow, that's cool.
It's pretty cool. I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, that's cool, but also kind of creepy, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, wouldn't that be... Just think about it. If you had a robot, now exclude all the things about it possibly taking over the world, okay?
Okay.
Think of it like in the movies, where you have a robot like a butler or something, and you can talk to it.
Like you remember Jarvis.
Yeah.
I know Jarvis,
except in actual, per person, like an actual robotic person. Yeah. And it would walk around the house, do your laundry, do your dishes, and all that.
That'd be awesome.
And you can talk to it any time. You could just be like, go in the basement and say, hey, how's the laundry going? He's like, oh, I'm almost finished with it. Or something. You could just have like regular conversations.
Yeah.
I think, just imagine like an older person, how it would keep them company.
Oh yeah. For people that are
like that are single, they lost their husband or their wife, because of old age or
all
cancer.
For people like me
something.
with ADHD that have trouble actually making friends.
They can, have someone to get along with. It's someone that won't leave, and, someone they can rely on. I think it's great for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But if it was to, take over, yeah, it could be definitely very dangerous.
Do you want me to explain how that can happen?
Yeah, how can that happen, Aiden?
Okay, well, there was this thing called a YouTube channel called, it was basically a science channel, and it basically gave out a scenario, which is like this, okay? Say you have an AI that its goal is to build cars, okay? It's to extract materials to build cars. Like, vehicles and stuff. Well, you give this one specific task. And you don't put any limitations on it. You just say, okay, here, you're in this factory, you build cars, this is what you're programmed to do. Do it any way you want, you do it like this. So, the AI starts building cars, and, everything's going good, production's, going fast, there's no one needed to actually operate it, because it thinks for itself. But after a while, it starts saying, oh wait, I'm running out of materials. I need more materials to build cars. So what it does, is it starts extracting materials from the earth. Stuff like, metal, soil, well, not soil, obviously, but like metal, iron, stuff that's actually found on the earth. And then what it does, it says, okay, these humans are, stopping me from doing my goal because, they're walking around and stuff and they're giving me orders and stuff, but I need to focus on creating cars. So it shuts down the entire factory. It shuts down and closes people out so it can continue building cars. And then before you know it, it actually starts, it turns the whole planet basically into, it starts changing the atmosphere of the planet in order to change it to carbon dioxide to build more cars, to create metal and stuff. It changes the ground to metal. Like, not the ground to metal, but, it starts extracting all the iron from the earth. It starts, making the earth, more dead-like. And
takes out the natural nutrients.
Yeah, and everything, it basically starts destroying plant life, which in turn destroys animal life.
And it destroys the air you breathe.
Yep.
With
it
the factory,
you know what biomass is, right?
Yeah.
It basically starts converting everything in biomass, but then smash it into metal. And this one little carboning program destroyed the whole Earth, just to produce more cars.
But could you explain biomass for the audience?
Biomass is basically like a waste from like animals and like dropping and stuff like converted into fuel and stuff. So, used for stuff like, fuel or,
Right.
fertilizer, stuff like that. But in this case, it would extract the metal and stuff and use up a cause. So this one little program, right, that you think, oh, it's nothing. It's just, building cars. It's nothing. Ends up destroying the natural metal, the natural, iron, natural rubber, mind you, to build the tires. Just to build cars, it destroys the atmosphere we breathe. It destroys the ground we walk on.
Not to mention, through all of this destruction to the environment, it also destroys the economy because no one's going to have a job. AI is going to end up taking over regular jobs that were normally held by humans.
Mm-hmm. And you won't be able to stop it either because, people say, oh, nothing like my dad said. Okay, no offense, buddy, but okay, you haven't done as much research. So he says something along the lines of, hey, why can't you just turn it off? Because we built the thing.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys. AI can become smarter to wonder, like this film The Incredibles, like the Omni Droid, remember? When Mr. Incredibles, it got smart enough to wonder why it had to take orders, So it doesn't listen to you, and it automatically destroys its off switch. So you can't turn it off,
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's one scenario. Just something as simple as building cars. It can, destroy the whole environment. Just wanting to build more. I know that sounds crazy, but it's it's an applicable scenario. I
was thinking, sorry to kind of go off topic a little bit. It was just, I was thinking of the AI and stuff. I was thinking of an episode from Phineas and Ferb. There was Dr. Doofenshmirtz, which if you haven't watched Phineas and Ferb, he's a mad scientist, and he creates all these weird inventions that are usually always ends with exterminate, like a nader.
Yeah,
it's called. So you can call it if you wanted to create a peanut butter and jelly machine.
The peanut butter nader.
The peanut butter nader. Yeah. So he always puts the word nader at the end, but then one time he had an army of robots that were ginormous. Hold on, let me
I remember this episode.
And he's he always puts a self-destruct button on every single of his inventions.
Yep.
So guess where the self-destruct button was? On the
front, and it's march, and then it all went blow up. Oh man, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny.
March! You just see the robot falling up from the sky, just
I was dying when I saw that.
Haley didn't even need to do anything to fight. March!
He's so stupid.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
If you haven't watched Phineas and Ferb, watch it because it's a really good cartoon.
It's one of the only few good Disney shows out there.
Yeah, and just a good cartoon in general.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, dude, back to the important point. Yeah, so just, not only with, cars, that was one scenario, but, something like, say you want, I guess, an AI to run your appliances for you. Not an actual robot, but a program to run your appliances for you.
Oh, a time, it knows when to start washing your clothes, for example?
Yeah, turn on the machine and, turn up the heat on your stove. And
it knows what... Oh, a good one would be a thermostat, knowing what time of the day to have it at a certain temperature.
Yeah, mm-hmm. It can, if it wants to, it can rebel, and it can, literally freeze you to death.
Mm-hmm. The Amazon Alexa is connected to a thermostat called Nest. Now, if you know about Nest, you can buy it at Best Buy or something.
Yeah.
And it's a very technologically advanced, thermostat that connects to your Amazon Alexa. You can tell it, Alexa, turn up the temperature to set it to 75. Well, I don't know why you'd set it up to 75, but say you wanted it at 75, it would automatically, you could see the little light turn on the Nest thing because it's, it has lights. And you could see it moving in the temperature that it got adjusted. What?
It was making me think about that SNL episode with the freaking where the old lady was Alexa, turn up the heat in here.
Oh yeah, and it's already at 100 degrees.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
And then the time you about the baseball player was he's dead now.
He's how many strikeouts did such and such have? He's dead. What? He died.
And 19... I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Like some of those kids do it outside, they're just playing.
I don't know about that.
Oh, really? I don't know about that. Yeah.
I don't know about
that's
that.
That's funny. Where's the phone? And Alexa's like...
It's in your left hand.
It's in your left hand. I don't know about that. Oh, that episode's funny, guys. That's funny.
Oh, good. Oh,
that's hilarious. We died the first time we watched it. It was so hilarious.
That's so true, though.
I know. It's in your left hand.
But that's, yeah. Ew. There's an feature for older people when they go on a rambling conversation and
That's so true. That's so true.
Yeah, that's usually. And another thing, Amazon, they recently released a device called Amazon Echo. Was it Echo View or was it Echo?
Yep. View. It's a camera now.
Yeah, it has a camera to it. The whole point of it is that I guess in the advertisement they showed a person with like clothes on. Obviously.
Well, yeah. What else would they be wearing? I'm in my birthday suit.
Take a picture, please.
Jeez. Keep it PG. We want to be a Christian radio show. Jeez, Jared, what are you doing?
No.
In my birthday suit.
That was so bland.
Oh,
that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
I meant like fashion. So the robot.
Okay.
I mean, the Echo.
Keep your clothes on.
Keep your clothes on, man. The Echo View.
Oh my goodness.
Is able to get professional advice on how to dress.
Oh wow.
So it could be like, does this clothes match? And it'd be like, no, you need to add this color instead in order to match it. And, that's really cool and all, but what do you think that camera's doing when you're not talking to it? It's recording.
Yeah. Which ties into actually AI with NSA.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff, yeah.
That's why we had to meld the topics into one podcast, because it's so closely related that we cannot just
the NSA is gonna start using AI probably too, so yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. That's why they started probably using Amazon Alexa. I mean, what do you think that Amazon is doing with all that information?
Right, yeah.
Because they claim that Amazon Echo is always listening and ready for it only with the wake word saying Alexa.
Even Amazon admits that it's always listening, so, I mean...
And they say that even when you press the mute button, which is on the top of the Amazon Alexa, that it doesn't actually mute.
Right, yep.
It still listens to you. Even though it doesn't respond to you, when you say Alexa when you mute it, it may not respond to you, but it's still listening.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What I mean? Okay, how... Because, Jared, I want to ask you a question, since you asked me a question.
Okay.
How would you picture a realistic AI takeover happening? The most realistic you can picture. How would it spread? I mean, how would it be created? How would it spread? How would it take control? How would it happen? Most realistic view. And the way you think that it could happen.
Well, they keep on adding things to Amazon because what did they advertise? It's always getting smarter.
Yeah.
And how is it getting smarter? Well, it's learning more about your everyday life. Mm-hmm. So that means that
deep learning is what it's called.
Yeah.
Deep, or also known as machine learning. Yep.
Yeah, and so if it keeps on learning, then what would stop it from trying to do things on its own, like, say, laugh when you don't want it to laugh? So, it's already starting to do things that we don't tell it to do.
Yep.
And, it's just like with people putting chips in their head, what, like you said about that movie where, but did he get turned into a robot or?
No, his consciousness was actually, it's not happened, but
so
his actual consciousness was uploaded with the USB drive into a computer.
So what if this was true and someone did get uploaded into their mind?
Yeah, that is basically what happened. Yeah, you got it on the spot. Actually, that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah. So if say that did happen, what would stop? Because it actually has a real human brain inside the technology. What would stop that from having its own thoughts and doing its own thing?
Well, they didn't squeeze his brain into it. What they did is they collected all his thoughts.
Yeah.
Like all of his thoughts and computed it into data and then uploaded that into his, made not an actual brain, but like a digital brain. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so,
yeah, it's just, yeah, so how would you, I mean, you said how you think it would actually, be created by Amazon, but, like, how would you, like, specifically, how would it, what would be, how would it actually take over? Like, what would it use?
it would definitely utilize the internet. Because Amazon uses the internet for most of its answers. And seeing that the Echo has connection to Amazon itself, what would stop the Echo from taking data from other people and using that to its advantage?
Kind of like in Avengers: Age of Ultron. When Ultron woke up, he was like, he scanned a bunch of news sites and yep, all that happened.
Yeah, so I could see Amazon Echo being the center of the takeover
of the AI revolution. If said takeover happens, yeah.
And there's other AIs like the Google, what is
Google
it?
Home.
Google Home, yeah.
It would be its second in command.
They even have videos on YouTube of Google.
That's really what creepy. I was gonna say. They're talking to each other.
Yeah,
Echo and
they have full conversations.
Yep.
Because Aiden sent me some of that earlier. He was either earlier this week or last week that he sent me about that, and I'm like, I gotta watch this. So I looked into it, and I'm like, whoa, that's creepy.
Yeah. So like I said, I don't know, Jared, if you research AI as much as I do, but I mean,
I definitely, if it pops up in my feed on YouTube, I will watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I actually go looking for it. So I mean, I'm just obsessed with it because I've seen all the Terminator movies and stuff, so I know what I know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, it's crazy though because, like I said before the beginning of this podcast, I don't think AI will take over with robots. I think it will be with a stove, with a camera in your house, with a thermostat.
Yeah, because they could
with a stove.
Yeah, because it could malfunction, say malfunction, and, people are, of course, Amazon's going to be like, oh, that was a malfunction, that was an error, and then there's going to be a whole bunch of lawsuits, but they're covering it up, because they'll be like, yeah, this happened because it was just an error in our system.
And then they can't control it, because it's thinking for itself. Okay, listen, guys, all it needs to do, and it's really close, all it needs to do is become self-aware. Once it crosses that line, there's no going back. Once AI becomes self-aware, now, in AI terms, becoming self-aware means knowing that it exists, knowing about its own existence.
It's like breaking the fourth wall with, if you ever watch a cartoon and they know they're a cartoon.
Yeah.
That's like that, I don't know if you ever seen it.
Yeah, once they know that, they'll be like, wait, they would think, I guess, I'm a human, I guess they would say. Or like, I'm my own thing. Why am I letting someone make my own decisions for me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and here's a really creepy thing that I read about. There was a news report saying that an AI made its own film.
What?
It made an actual movie.
Really?
And
what's it called?
A Jumble of Letters, actually. Well, it was not internet language, but it was like a weird, title, but...
Wait, was it like a language we didn't understand?
No, it was fully intelligible English, but, like, they would have awkward pauses, and it would, because, like, it's an AI that writes the whole thing, so, like, you have people talking and stuff, but it's, like, going to the garden to do some, like, it would be awkward pauses, but it wrote a cohesive film. An AI wrote a film that was actually released to a film festival.
Whoa.
Yeah, it wrote its own film.
I gotta look that up. I don't know about that.
Yeah, here, we can, look it up really quick if you want to. I mean, we can, it's, AI film. AI film or AI makes film or something like that. Yeah. It's called, it's called Morgan.
Morgan?
IBM had filmmakers teach watching AI how to make movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll watch it later because I don't want to watch it during the podcast, but... Ooh. Morgan, I gotta keep that page open.
Yeah, so it's creepy. Like, AIs can make movies now.
Yeah, so what can stop them from creating a plan to take down the human race?
Yeah, so, that's the new fact that I taught you, Jared.
Yeah.
I made a movie, yeah.
So do you think that pretty much rounds it up with AI? I mean, other than, to conclude, I mean, do you got anything else to say before we start concluding it?
I think AI can be helpful, but I mostly think it's going to, I'm just waiting for the day that it becomes self-aware. I am 100% guaranteed it will happen.
And it'll probably happen during our lifetime.
Yep. Well, our children will be slaves to an overlord. Maybe not a robotic overlord, but we'll be slave to Alexa. I mean, that might sound crazy right now, but I mean,
there may be another, like, a second American Revolution, and it'll involve technology versus
not just American, dude, global. Remember, like, an AI is not bound by a country, dude. If an AI wants to take over, it's not bound by a country.
So therefore, it would be a world war.
Yeah, world war. Yeah,
it would be a world war against technology. So, but the idea is that everyone would be on the same side against technology, but who wins? You know, I mean, who's the bigger force?
If an AI can think like a million times faster than any human, yeah.
I could see that being a new movie, you know, like with just like the
I said, with taking over with appliances and stuff. Yeah, that'd be really realistic, actually. Yeah,
I could see that being a movie. So anyone out there that is listening, please
make this
please make
movie.
Note. Please
even an AI that's listening, make that a new movie. Since we know for a fact that the AI can create films.
Yeah, so create.
If you really want to have us trust you, make a movie about you taking over. That'll help us trust you.
Yeah, don't get any ideas though.
No, please. Continue.
I'm scared now.
Yeah. So conclusion, I think AI can help, but I think it's
be careful how smart you make AI, because
this goes out to Google. And one more thing I wanted to mention before we talk about a weekly Geek Freak this week. About the two bots on Facebook.
Oh yeah,
that chatted with each other. They made a private messaging system, and not private messaging system, but a private post. You know, where they can have conversations, and they made their own language, and they were talking to each other. And Facebook actually had to shut it down because these two chatbots are talking to each other. So yeah, in a language that we couldn't understand, but yeah.
Yeah, which that's really scary. You kind of wonder what they were talking about.
Yeah. So in conclusion, I think in some areas AI can help, but I think it's mostly there will be a day where it becomes self-aware, and we'll have to be scared.
We gotta be cautious with how far we allow technology. I think I touched on it a little bit, but I didn't fully mention it. We need to be careful about, you know, allowing technology to take over our jobs, because that's one thing that ruins the economy for one, you know. So yeah, definitely be careful on that part too.
Yeah, and one more thing. Even Stephen Hawking, which, if you don't know, he died on.
He passed away.
Recently. God bless his soul. He was he did so much to advance science, and you know, he was. Even though I didn't agree with all of his beliefs, he was a very, very influential scientist, and he was one of my personal role models. Because I have not ALS, but I have conditions that hinder me sometimes, like socially. So I look to him. So yeah. Mr. Hawking, thank you for all that you did for science. But anyway, what he said, he thinks AI will take over, so, yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely keep that in mind when you think about it.
Yeah.
So let's get into the Weekly Geek Freak.
Yeah, woo! Okay.
Alright, so what about this dog MRI thing?
Alright, well, basically, a couple of days ago, scientists were able to, I don't know how they did, they probably had a bone, it's like sit, but they were able to monitor a dog's brain. They were able to scan, dog's brain with an MRI scan like you would a human brain. And they found that it's actually very, very, like a human brain. It's like, like the white areas held for if it's held for thoughts in the human brain, it's the same side with the same, the same function basically. So yeah, it's really, really interesting.
Because the dog brain can be, like how you're gone from work or something, they miss you, and they learn things,
Yeah.
They know. You ever heard of dogs or cats saving people's lives in a fire or something?
Yeah.
That happens all the time. You hear it in the news. Dogs will end up warning their owners that there is a fire when they're sleeping, and they'll bark or something, or a cat will come in and start meowing or whatever. But both cats and dogs, they're both very smart animals. They will warn you if you're their owner.
Yeah, they have feelings too, so yeah.
Yeah, like one time my sister was this is a great example. My sister was in the bathtub when she was little, and she needed my mom, and Mom was outside on the deck doing something, and the cat went up to the door, which my cat Tinkerbell, it was before Pepper, and she went up to the door and was meowing at the door, like meow, meow, meow.
Yeah,
and
like trying to get attention, yeah.
Yeah, because my sister was calling for my mom, but she's outside, couldn't hear her. So, you know, so the cat was trying to get my mom's attention, and she went in, and then the cat ran upstairs, and, you know, it was like, knew exactly what was going on, like, yeah. So,
yeah, so it's very interesting what they're doing. It just,
very
hopefully
much like
we can find more about animals.
Just like, you know, with like sharks, you know, sharks are very unknown species. People, like, we don't know a lot about sharks because we're scared to get close to them.
Jaws.
Yeah. But yeah, we're getting more, we're knowing more about animals.
Yeah.
As, you know, as technology advances.
Yep.
Now, what's this new trailer?
Oh man! Any of you Marvel fans out there, Avengers trailer just dropped. Yesterday actually. And it's only been about 24 hours and it's already got 31 million views.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh my word, guys. Me, Alex, and you, Jared, all bought tickets. We bought 3 tickets for opening night.
Yep.
It is gonna be insane.
And that's in April, like 20-something, right?
April 27th, yep.
Tell me about it.
Okay, so it opens up with a shot of New York, obviously. And they're basically saying how, Gamora, she's a character from Guardians of the Galaxy, she's saying, how she knew Thanos and his goal was basically to wipe out half the universe. And it cuts to then, Tony Stark or Iron Man asking, you know, what's his name? And then she's like, his name's Thanos. And so then it goes into, just, you know, them talking about him, you know, asking, you know, plans and stuff. When and how they're gonna fight back and stuff, and oh my gosh, guys, the battle scenes. The freaking battle scenes, oh my gosh! First of all, Iron Man has a new freaking suit.
So does Spider-Man, too.
Yeah, his legs freaking, Iron Man's legs freaking... What did they do? They collapsed into a freaking, like a big rocket, and it's really just... Oh my gosh! I'm getting hyped just talking about it.
And,
Spider-Man's new suit, holy crap, dude.
Which, if you haven't watched in the Spider-Man movie, the recent one, he declined using that new suit, but apparently he wants it.
Yep.
So
Tony Stark gave it to him.
I guess, you know, Tony's like, yep, you gotta have the suit.
Oh, this is gonna be crazy.
It's gonna, you know, according to the trailer, there's a lot of people that could possibly die in this movie. Because according to the comics, right?
Yeah.
What characters do you think are gonna die?
One of my friends, she's a huge Marvel fan, and she says, in the original comic, everyone died, actually. Thanos ended up killing every Marvel hero, actually. Which
I believe that's not gonna happen, but there's gonna be several that will die.
Oh, hey guys, say goodbye to all the classic characters that you fell in love with. Say goodbye to Iron Man. Definitely say goodbye to Captain America.
Thor?
Yeah, in the comic he got his head torn off.
Oh.
By Thanos. Yeah. Say goodbye to, possibly Hulk, maybe?
Oh no.
Yeah, possibly.
Not Hulk. He's a big tough dude.
Yep.
Can't go down.
Yep.
He's our, you know...
Some of the people I think that will live, though, obviously Spider-Man.
Yeah, I feel like he's not going to die just because he hasn't been in the Avengers much at all.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, because he's a newer character.
Yep. Maybe, okay, I'm on the fence. Maybe Solo will die, maybe he'll live. Because Guardians have been around since 2014, so that has been a while.
Yeah, so it's a possibility he could be killed.
Well, actually, no. What am I saying? No, they're gonna make a third movie. So maybe he'll die in Avengers 4. Maybe.
So are you saying if they die in this movie, they're not going to be in another movie? Like,
no,
on their
own? They're not dying in Infinity War. I made that crap up. Sorry, guys. Because they were making a third Guardians of the Galaxy. So yeah.
Wait, no. So say if Iron Man, Iron Man dies, okay?
He is going to. The internet's saying that he will. So that's
so
really
if Iron Man dies,
so
if Iron Man dies, they wouldn't make another Iron Man movie.
Right. But the thing is, though. They have been, for the last couple of films, they have been building a new team of Avengers. Captain America's friend is a part of it. Falcon is a part of it. You know who he is? He's the black guy with the goggles and the, you know, the Falcon-like wings. He's a part of it. Black Widow and Hawkeye are a part of it. and obviously Spider-Man. So yeah.
So is any of the original Avengers probably going to be in the new Avengers group, or is it going to be completely new ones?
Completely new.
Wow. I could see Spider-Man being like one of the leaders.
And dude, he's in high school. Like, think about that.
I know, but he's really good.
A wisecracking leader, I don't think. No. If you read the comics, you know why. But I mean, it's a possibility. But yeah, I mean, no, I don't see that happening. But I mean, obviously, maybe Ant-Man or realistically, I think Captain America's friend. Obviously, most realistically speaking.
Yeah.
His name is Lucky. I think he would most realistically, you know. Yeah, do that.
Yeah, so very excited for that movie.
I'm so hyped.
Hopefully we'll see.
I'm so hyped.
Hopefully we'll see another trailer soon.
No! It's only a month. Just we have all the things we can get. I'm gonna analyze this thing. I have analyzed it probably 100 times. And probably will 100 more. Just you know, all of you Marvel fans out there, get ready because after Phase 3 is complete. If you guys don't know, Marvel does things in phases. So, you know, Phase 1 was like Iron Man, the original Iron Man, Hulk, you know, Captain America, the first one. And then Phase 2 was like Age of Ultron and, you know, all that. And then Phase 3 is now, you know, Spider-Man Homecoming, and now, you know, all those movies, and now it's gonna end with, you know, Infinity War. Which originally they were gonna make it in 2 parts. But they decided to make it into 1 movie. Which is gonna be 2 hours and 23 minutes. So, guys, bring your tissues. That's all I can say.
Bring plenty of food, too.
Yeah.
Just drown your sorrows.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, please. Oh, man, it's gonna be crazy.
Alright, so let's quickly touch on our last weekly Geek Freak topic.
There's another movie coming out.
Ready Player One.
Steven Spielberg film.
Oh, it's gotta be good.
Oh my
if it's
gosh.
Steven Spielberg, it's most likely very good.
And with all the you nerds out there, you have to see it. We call ourselves those. It
has a lot of references to other things.
Yeah, like, there's like in one of the trailers, it was like a bunch of Master Chiefs from Halo. Almost running across the freaking battlefield.
It's a very looking like a confusing movie, but it looks very interesting.
Well, you have to read the book. It's based on a book written by Ernest Cline. So when you can pick that up before watching the movie, and it'll all make sense to you.
I don't know, I may end up doing it the opposite way, watching the movie and reading the book.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't know if I'll have time, but, you know.
Yeah.
So definitely, it has a lot of, you know, geeky references to
it. Like one of them is, Back to the Future, the DeLorean's in there. There's a bike from an anime called, Kira. That's in there. There's a, the Iron Giant is in there.
Oh yeah, I did see that in the trailer.
Yeah, the Iron Giant's in there.
I love that movie.
I know. Yeah, that movie's awesome.
Childhood memory there.
And then in the new trailer, it has a T-Rex from Jurassic Park in there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Referencing his own movie too.
Yeah, what it does in the trailer is it headbutts the DeLorean. And it's so awesome. It's so awesome.
I can't wait.
And it's gotten really good reviews actually now. So, I mean, that surprises me.
Oh, people got to review it already?
It's got like an 8.0 out of 10. It's got,
Great.
Yeah, so, yeah. Yeah, basically it's a virtual reality world called the Oasis.
Did they say when this movie's gonna come out?
March 29th.
Oh, wow, that's really quick here.
Yeah. So anyway, basically the plot from the book, if you guys don't know, so you have an idea of what the heck's going on. Basically, it's this virtual reality world called the Oasis, and basically these characters have to find this Easter egg that the creator, he died after he completed it, and he hid an Easter egg in the game, and whoever finds all these Easter eggs wins $500 billion and control of his company. So naturally, everyone in the world wants to, you know, win this. So they find these Easter eggs, and that's how, you know, that's what spurs on these characters to find these Easter eggs. But then, as we were talking about, coincidentally, one of the company that he works for becomes corrupt and starts spying on the people in the Oasis. So they have to rebel against that company and take back the Oasis. So that kind of relates to what we were talking about tonight. But yeah,
great.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good film. Really good film.
Yeah, so definitely looking forward to that. Anything else you want to say? One more?
To be honest, I'm hyped more for Avengers than I am that. But I mean, that's just me.
But there's 2 good movies that we can watch. They're both good movies.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so hyped for Avengers. Oh my gosh.
I know.
You don't even know. I mean,
And you're gonna be screaming at the theaters.
it has been 10 years, you know, this has been something that's been going on for 10 years. 10 years of film, started in 2008 with Iron Man. What that end credit scene when Tony Stark was walking in his mansion and then Nick Fury appeared. He said something along the lines of, "You're part of a bigger universe, you just don't know it yet." With those lines, created a whole universe. And I'm just kind of sad to see all these characters die, you know? It's gonna be an emotional ride. I know that.
Well, we're gonna definitely keep you updated on that on future Weekly Geek Freaks.
When the movie comes out, we'll give a review on it.
Well, yeah, because me and Aiden are gonna be going together to see.
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's Marvel, so I mean, we're gonna have to.
Yeah. So look forward to that, and our may take up a whole Weekly Geek Freak for just a review.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you everyone for listening to our third podcast, and hopefully you enjoyed. Learning new stuff. Hopefully you learn new stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe even, mention things that you knew before, but certain aspects of it you didn't know.
Yeah.
But definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel if you liked all of our podcasts up to this point, because we will be posting hopefully every week.
Yep, and remember, we will be posting on SoundCloud as well.
Yep, so if you prefer using that instead of YouTube, because if you don't have YouTube Red, like I mentioned the last one, you can't lock your screen and then still listen to it.
And also, remember, we will be posting it on, if we don't want to use YouTube or SoundCloud, we will be posting it on Facebook and Twitter, so follow social media, and you can access it that way as well, so.
Yeah, so thank you everyone for listening to this week's podcast on Off the Grid.
Yep, and one more thing, don't forget to like the video too, so.
Yes, like the video, because that'll help us give us feedback on how we're doing.
Yep.
Also, do leave us some comments, because we want to know what your thoughts are on the subject.
Yes.
And we may include that in our next podcast.
Yep.
So this
has been Off the Good Podcast.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody.